Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dudes and dudettes, Happy New Year's and welcome to another great episode of the Fixasport Comedy Podcast 2023, man. Right? Changing some titles, right? I don't know, man. Nah, man. So, dude. First of all, I hope everyone had a fantastic fucking crossover, right? Like everybody, you know. I hope you fucking stuffed your faces with the fucking cheese, man. Right? The cheese puffs, the cream pies, right? The desserts, the starters, the mains, right? I don't know the tradition this side, right? When you cross over to the fucking New Year, the tradition is that you have a fucking bride, right? Which basically means that you make a fire, right? And cook the fucking meat over the fire. You know? Yeah. If that is not appropriation, I'm eating a pear, pardon me. If that is not cultural appropriation, by the way, what is? Right? I don't know. I don't know. The farmers tell me, the Buddhists tell me, were you guys cooking fucking meat over fires before you came to South Africa? I don't know. Right? And for some reason, I had to develop a whole new name for it. In the United States, it's called a barbecue. It's called a barbecue, man. But anyway, yeah, man. Fucking Happy New Year's Day 2023, man. We're looking forward to the. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a great year, right? Trying to get off of a good start. You know what I mean? What happened? Mom came over, right? My mom comes over to the house, right? Dude, this is when you notice, right? I think you can tell the difference between an apartment that has a woman in the house that lives in the house and a woman that doesn't stay in the house, dude. Cause, dude, when my mom came over to the house, dude, it was like I thought I cleaned. You know what I mean? I thought it was from face value, dude. It was clean, right? Dude, she just got up all in there like, hey, Happy New Year's, went into the house and started being like, hey, what's this? Fucking dust on the fucking windowsill. I'm like, oh shit, fucking missed it. Right? Goes to the fucking fridge, like the top is all dusty. No, fucking missed it. Right? That's why I believe men get divorced, you know? Because they can't clean a fucking house to the fucking specifications of a female, man. Right? I don't know. So she comes over, you know, from work, right? The day after New Year, right? Haven't seen her for like what, best part of 6 months. All good, right? And so the next day we like head over to my grandmother's. The next day is today, right? Why am I saying it like it's fucking in the past? Right. So today in the morning, she's like, "Hey, no." She told me last night. She's like, "Don't you want to go to your grandma's place, right?" I'm like, "Ah, no, no stress. You know, I mean, I haven't seen you. Do whatever you wanna fucking do. I'll do it with you. You know, I mean, I haven't seen you. You wanna fucking, go to fucking ladies store all fucking day and just like not even knowing what to buy, just look around and just pick shit off the shelves and put it back. Do that. I'll do that too. I won't lose my patience. I won't fucking storm back to the car. Right. Anything. So long story short, I'm at my grandmother's place right now, and I'm like, hey, why don't I knock out a podcast? Because they went to see some other relatives again, right? I'm like, ah, man, shit. Right? So I'm just chill. There's too much. There's too much new faces for me. You know, gotta digest, right? Right now, so you get here, see, little cousin and the grandma, in good spirits and shit, as they should be, as they should be. So I'm like, yo, sitting here, why not instead of watching like animations on fucking mute, I fucking Madagascar little to the point that I thought the giraffe was, but it's still the same. I guess the original Madagascar also had a giraffe, right? Anyway, I doubt that's Chris Rock's voice though, just saying like. Anyway, so yeah, at my grandmother's place, and I'm like, yo, got some free time, don't have nothing on me, so why not knock out a podcast, right? Instead of rolling a joint and smoking it. And then they, for some weird coincidence, they show up and it's all drunk. Right? It's my grandma. So why not knock out a podcast? About what? About 2023, man. I almost forgot that this is a sports podcast, mostly sports podcast, Yeah, man. Because it's been, dude. Last year was great. This year just got off to a fucking... Dude, if you're a Spurs fan, dude, like we should be, I don't know, man. Like, it's sad, man. Like, dude, it's like we thought Arsenal were gonna fall off. Dude, we fallen off. Like, we never even got there, and we fallen off. Man. Like, dude, it's sad. And to think that fucking Harry Kane, sacrificed the move to a top club team to stay at Tottenham, to actually win something. What the fuck is happening? Dude, I don't have fucking, Wi-Fi, so I'm not able to get the matches normal, right? So I'm basically watching, I'm still placing bets, so that means like I'm watching like live score lines, right? Dude, I mean, to the previous Tottenham game, it was like 64 minutes 0-0. I'm like, we're not winning this game. Right? We're at home and we haven't even scored 2. We lost that shit 2-0 against Aston Villa. Before that, I don't know how it happens, man. Brentford, they hit us with a 2-up, right? And we managed to get like some goals back and we level. Right? But we don't win the game still. And then you like, dude, you start, if you're a Tottenham fan, you start questioning yourself. Or like, dude, what the fuck are we fucking playing for? Right? What are we playing for? Right? Because it seems, dude, I don't want to say we're still not playing for the league because, it's the Premier League. But, dude, it seems like it's the old fucking, we're gonna play for UEFA again, right? Which I don't mind, man. I don't mind if we play for UEFA. I don't mind. At least let us make a fucking dent in an FA Cup or a fucking. We're still in the UEFA Champions League. Can we move forward, right? Nah, fuck the league, right? Because, dude, Arsenal is on fire, right? Even though the Manchester City handouts are fucking broken, right? Jesus is out for like the best part of a year, right? And Shevchenko has been out, right? But they're still managing to fucking keep going, man. Like, fuck. Dude, if you bet, dude, Arsenal made you a lot of cash, dude. If you just bet on Arsenal alone on single bets, not even a parlay, but from the, you should be a millionaire, right? If you, Arsenal deserves an award for what it's done for its fans. You know, its fans. Dude, is there any teams that hate their people more than like the New York Knicks or the Los Angeles Lakers? What's the fucking other team? Like the Brooklyn Nets is better, but what's the fucking other team, man? Fucking escapes my mind, dude. Bro, how do you fucking lose a game as Los Angeles Lakers or as the New York Knicks that you've been leading the entire fucking game, the entire 3 quarters? You lead an entire 3 quarters to fucking fluff, right? A fucking game, dude. Especially coming from a fucking 4-game losing streak, man, right? Dude, if you come from a 4-game losing streak to the first game, dude, your fans are like, fuck, we lost, right? The second game, they're with you, right? You lose, you screw them, fine, right? The third game, they're like, we're not touching your game, right? But we still root for you. We'll still be in the fucking stands, right? But we're not touching that game, right? Losing a 4th game, dude, is like, the fans were like, okay, it lost, so, dude, we rallying back up, we coming back, we come back. And then you lead, right? You fucking lose that fucking game, right? And then you have the audacity, dude, to fucking the 5th game you lead the entire 3 quarters, right? So your fans come in the first quarter going like, it's done, dude. We lost, right? I mean, 4 games in a row, it'll be a miracle we win this game, right? First quarter you win it. Oh shit, all right. Maybe something might happen over here. Second quarter you win it. Third, oh man, this match is fucking ours, right? This match is ours unless you're the fucking New York Knicks or the Los Angeles Lakers. Dude, you can't be... Dude, I almost shit on LeBron there. I almost said you can't be fucking... compared to Jordan's and, the fucking... I guess Kobe's in a fucking, playing in a massage sport. You know what I mean? But I almost did that. But then I gotta give him credit because last season, when this dude knew they were gonna lose, he didn't play. He was like, fuck it, I'm out. I'm not playing this game because he knew they were gonna lose. And is it Russell or Hustle Simmons or I don't know, some Russell, man. He had to bear the brunt of that shit. In the press conference, they ask him all the questions like, why do you think you lost today, sir? Why is the Lakers not winning? Why are we asking a player this instead of the coach? I don't know, man. So I gotta give him credit for that. Let me dump this. No, I need something to wipe my fucking finger. Let me just look at that. Oh man, that didn't sound good at all. No. So anyway, yeah. So I gotta give him credit for that, man. For like just playing through the losses because, dude, if you're the leader of the squad, the team, and you have to take the wins and the losses, right? You have to take the responsibility for both them shits. You know what I mean? It's a roller coaster, man. Like, you can just get off at the top and fucking get out and be like, I don't feel like going down, right? Fucking gonna die. You know what I mean? So, anyway, I don't need that look down. Like, I don't know, man. I really hope the Milwaukee Bucks can fucking win a trophy again, right? Because the NBA season is almost over. I think we're heading to the playoffs. Right? Dude, for some weird reason, Tampa Bay, the Buccaneers, man. Tom Brady could be potentially heading to the playoffs, dude. How? I have no fucking clue, man. You know, I got no clue. You know, if I was to guess, right? Uh, they got picked. If I was to guess, they got picked to, you know, I don't know if they do make it, right? And that, dude, if he wins this, it would be dope. But I don't think it is because I just feel like the NFL need a fucking uh bogey team or a fluff team, right? They need a fluff team that's gonna take all the heat. You know, it's gonna take all the heat, so every other game can be basically untampered with, right? And I feel like that's gonna be Tampa Bay, the Bucks. You know, everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, Tom Brady's in, oh fuck yeah!" Oh. You know, maybe they get through the first round, but they don't make it. You know what I mean? Anyway, it would be cool if it happened though. It would be awesome. Right? It will be awesome. Yo, um, a legendary rest in peace to a fucking football god, right? To the older generation, he's a football god. To people of my generation, right? 94, 90, you know, he's an iconic football player. He's a legendary football player, right? Dude, he could have been the first player I saw hit a fucking 360. What am I talking about? Hit a fucking over the head kick, bicycle kick, right? Mkalangwan. Yeah, man. It was Pele. So like, dude, he got to see. Dude, could you imagine the conversation? Could you imagine how jealous Maradona is in heaven? Right? Does that exist? Jealousy in heaven? Hypothetically speak, not jealousy, but like, I mean, that he didn't see. I don't know that he didn't see Messi. That Pele actually got to see Messi win a World Cup. However, Maradona was the one saying that Messi is the best player of all time, right? That would be it. I don't know, man. Yeah. But people like that should exist in one place, no? On some level, right? I mean, after you're gone. Dude, I would like to think that after you die, for instance, I would like to think that people in their elite bracket of skill, right? I would like to think that when they like pass on, right, and go to wherever you're supposed to go and you pass on, I like to think that they get to. They will be in the same realms as the people they fucking respected here while they were here, right? I think. I don't know. I hope. Right? I hope. Anyway. Yeah, it's the fucking second, getting ahead of it, man. I don't know. Yeah, so Tottenham has been horrible, man, dude. Right? Yeah, no, go Bucks. Go the Milwaukee Bucks, right? Dude, I'm so fucking not distraught, but I'm bummed out that we couldn't beat the Boston Celtics. Right? Like I'm really bummed out, man. Like how cool? Like why? Because it makes. But I don't know. Can we make the playoffs still? Can we make the playoffs even if the Boston Celtics whooped us again? Dude, and Giannis, according to the numbers, right, from the Googles, right, dude, he's doing the unbelievables, right? But he's been, dude, Giannis has been like a fucking monster, right? It was unfortunate last season, the Boston Celtics, man. But dude, he's been like a fucking monster, dude. Other than Steph Curry, who's like out of this world, because dude, if you shoot like that, dude, Steph Curry shoots the way Haaland scores, right? Dude, I still don't understand how Steph Curry doesn't have more rings. Well, he has 4. Or he has it's quite a number. So he can get like 3 more, right? Yeah. Because with shooting accuracy like that, dude, I don't need a team. you know? Oh, you do need a team. I'm just saying that you don't need that many players. Right? You just need like 3 players, and dude, the fucking Golden State Warriors could make it to the playoffs every season if they were playing with 4 players and and Steph Curry, right? I believe that's how good. I believe that's how good that dude is. Yeah, that dude is. I wonder which WNBA player like is that good. You know, just net after net after net after net, right? Because no matter who does that shit, it would be dope to see. That would attract views. That would attract eyes. Right? The WNBA. You know? Dude, there's this like women's football, man, where dude, it's like you could actually get through like 5 minutes of it, right? And then you start feeling a bit perverted because you're looking at it for the wrong reasons, you know? I don't know, like women's football league or something like that, you know, WFL, I don't know, man. Right? We're basically just like half naked woman, half naked athletic woman playing sport. Right? That's not a joy to watch. Right? That's not a joy to watch live. I don't know what is. Few things in this life will be that like dude, it's going back to basics, right? I mean, what do women do when they fucking want attention? When they want eyeballs, when they want that dude with the milk, when they want the money, right? Which is what y'all guys are crying out for. What do you do? Right? You fucking dress up like fucking hoes, man. I mean, ladies, right? And maybe you might get some unwanted views, but you end up getting what you fucking set out to do. That's been the woman's fucking master plan or strategy for the past I don't know how many generations, right? So why in sport would you do anything different? Right? Like, oh, we need more views. You know, I was thinking that we could use more views. We just don't get enough money because there's no one showing up to the games. You know, I really think we should start taking off our pantyhose. Right? Right? And then some girl's gonna ask, oh, I feel triggered. You have to apologize to me. Dude, did you see that video about like when Andrew Schultz fucking was asked to apologize to some like chick, right? It was like offended because Andrew Schultz asked Andrew Schultz question, right? Like, how dare you ask that? What color pennies I was when I walked up to that man's door? You know? Do you know how Andrew Schultz should have handled that? Like, oh, I want you to apologize. Like, why? Well, I feel triggered. Well, I'm Andrew Schultz, bitch. Right, move on. And move the fuck on. Right? I don't know. Feel triggered. Dude, I promise you, man. I would ask a friend of mine, dude, when you went to the weed store, right? Because I don't even want to know. When you went to the weed store yesterday, right? The weed store. Fuck. Like, we got a weed store. Right? Dude, when you went to that guy at the corner, right? What color boxes were you wearing, man? Like, what? Like, yeah, what color boxes were you wearing? Ah, shit, I don't know, dude. Fuck, dude. That kind of question is that hurt my feelings. Are you sexualizing me? Are you... Dude, I think you should apologize to me. Maybe it's just a different standard for women, right? Maybe it is. Dude, because I watch the WNBA and like they talk about how they're not making as much as the men. And I'm like, dude, do you realize that men have been playing in wheelchairs for the past 150 years, right? Playing the sport of basketball, right? In wheelchairs. In fucking wheelchairs. Right? Dude, for years. Not one time did the fucking captain roll up to a press conference and was like, I think we are making the amount of money we deserve. I really think we should be having more. Right? I think the effort we put in is twice the amount because we don't even have feet. Right? No! Not once, man. Not once did that shit happen. But the ladies, oh my God. 5 minutes into things and we already start bitching. Right? They start complaining. Oh, I don't like the court. Too slippery. Oh, I want more glitter. Yeah. No more toilet seats in the fucking... no more money. What the fuck? Right? Because they just happy with the gold medal. I mean, the dudes, much respect to them, right? Winning a game is enough for them. Proving that they can play that shit, a man's sport, is enough for them, right? Woman, proving that you can play a men's sport should be enough. Should be enough. Right? Unless you want more eyeballs and fucking strip away. Strip away. I promise you. I bet. I bet you my top rant that you will get more views. In fact, y'all should switch up your uniforms and live stream your games on OnlyFans. Dude, I guarantee you the revenue stream is gonna boom. The ladies will get what the young ones call today the bag. Right? The bag. Right. They're back, so I'm gonna have to pause. Right? Maybe I'll continue when I get home in my safe space. Right? Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Power of technology, I'll be back in a second. However, I'm gonna be on the road for 2 hours. Right? And I still got some greetings to deal with. Right? And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, dudes and dudettes. Right? How long has it been? 2 seconds? Right? No, but honestly, how long has it been? Right? It's been I don't know. Give or take, man. 16, 18 hours. Remember I was at my grandfather's place. That story if you were listening earlier on.
in the podcast, right? So there was a straight up dude I called it, right? Dude, I literally had to pause and everything because he got to the house, right? And, dude, I cannot believe I forgot to open the gate. I don't know how I missed it. Man. I was sitting in the lounge and I was like, dude, don't fucking, dude, my mom is in the house, so I'm gonna try not to curse, right? I'm gonna try not to use a lot of swear words, man. You know? I don't know, man. So I'm sitting in the lounge, right? I'm like, dude, don't fall asleep. You know? This dude is gonna come by any second. Not any second, but it took him like 3 hours, right? Don't fall asleep. Don't fucking, you know? Before I know it, the gate is open, dude, and he's parked outside, you know? My brain goes into like fucking young mode, right? I don't know what it is about like, I don't know, like people that you've known like for like a long time or your whole life, right? So like people that you grew up with, it's like when you meet them, your default mode is always the mode that you've interacted with them, you know? I don't know if I make sense. I don't think you're making sense, man. Right? No, I mean like, for instance, right? The way I interact with my grandfather who I've known from since I was like what? Since I was born, you know what I mean? Right? Is how I'm always gonna interact with them, right? I don't know. Should that be the case? I don't know, man. But yeah, the dude shows up, man. I was like, dude, you know, forgetting to open, God forbid you forget to open the gate, because forgetting to open the gate will be worse than being caught, like literally standing outside smoking weed, right? It will be worse than that. Like, I would rather be caught smoking weed than forget to open the gate for my grandfather, man. You know what I mean? So I don't know what happened. I had a mental lapse, right? Gate was already open. Step outside. Dude's outside and was like, yo, man, again with the hair, right? I don't want you in my house with that kind of hair. You know what I mean? Step yourself outside, so I had to leave, right? Long story short. But I'm back home now, and the podcast may resume, right? I don't know. It's been like 18, 16 hours. You know? A lot happens in that time. A lot happens. Got like a new phone from my mom. It's not really a new phone, but it's new to me, right? Right? I don't know. It's like a new mic if you think about it. Right? Does it sound better? Do I sound better? Is the mic check? One, mic check. Two. Why does it end at two? Is it like has no mic been checked for like the third time, the fourth time? Like mic check 4, mic check 5. I don't think it's okay. Mic check 6. I don't think it's mic check 7. Dude, you gotta get better quality, man. Mic check 8. I don't know. So yeah. Back at home ground, right? Back at home ground, as you can hear, the fucking fan, man. You know, the only fan. The only fucking fan in the building, right? I don't know, man. Dude, the funniest thing I've seen fucking this morning, right? So I get this new phone, right, from my mom, right? and it still has like her old settings because she's old. She can't remove she can't remove all this stuff from, so it still has like her Gmails and her emails, and everything is still connected to like the backups, really. So I'm going through and I'm checking out and I see the email and I see the email there, and I'm like, yo, why can't I read this email proper? Like, why is it, it's not really like a normal word, And then I look closer, I'm like, yo, this is the funniest email yet. So I'm gonna try and ask her, what her email is. And mama, email address again. Email address again. You see, she refuses to answer. Like it shouldn't bullshit at gmail.com. That's the email, that she had. But anyway, that was the funniest thing I've seen this morning. I'm recording a podcast now, so could you please close the door and Egawa sharp? That would be fantastic. I don't know. Please. Ma! Yo. So yeah, no sports, right, that I've seen. You know what I mean? Cause it's been like 16 hours. But anyway, I'm not watching the things anymore. I'm just following scores. Man. So it's really difficult to talk about this thing. I don't know, man. But dude, Manchester City seem to be fucking I don't know. Like the gap between Arsenal and point-wise is getting bigger. Now, dude, it's getting bigger to the point that if Manchester City could achieve a title win, if Manchester City can achieve a title win this season, right? All that talk about, they're just putting in money, Pep Guardiola can sign any player he wants and all that stuff, right? It's so unfair to the other teams. Saudi Arabia petrol, you know what I mean? All that talk should be just packed up, right? And just laid up into the fucking trash can, man. Right? Because what I'm seeing is that Manchester City is we could take this league if we wanted to, right? We could win every game, right? We could win every game. But we all know that in 2020, never mind in 2022, in 2023, right? With this online, dude, talking about online betting and on sports betting and stuff. I heard about this story about the Brentford striker, right? The Brentford striker, Ivan Toney, the guy that got fucking snubbed, right? For the England squad, right? Who's doing amazing, by the way. He's a fantastic striker, right? He's getting investigated or charged, right? For betting on football games while he's a player, right? Now I understand that is probably a conflict of interest, right? That's the main reason why they would not be allowed, because it's a conflict of interest. Now, this dude also plays for a team, right? That the sponsor, the sponsor that's on the chest, right? In the center, right? Is a sports betting company, man. It's not even a sports betting company. It also does spinnings and all that casino stuff that's online, They're just dragging more people to anyway. Alright. Stick to the football, man. So yeah, man. Dude, isn't that a conflict of interest, right? That you're being sponsored by a betting team. I mean, shouldn't you investigate the team before you investigate? I don't know. I just feel like kind of like a double standard here. Like, dude, like you're being sponsored by the bookie. You know what I mean? But then you're charging a player for doing business with the same bookie. I don't know. Maybe it's because he's black, man. Lol. Yeah. I don't think so. That was a major joke. Right? So anyway. What was I talking about before? Oh, talking about the City thing, you know? If City are able to win this title, man, like, it will be astonishing. Like, it's groundbreaking, you know? And, dude, it would rival... Dude, they would probably be the greatest Premier League, not the greatest, but the best Premier League side ever. If they make... Because they did it 5 times in a row, 4 times in a row, now we're going to do it for the 6th time, right? However, I feel that this gap that they have, right, because they just keep it just keeps growing, the gap between Arsenal and Manchester City, right? It just keeps getting further and further. Arsenal just keep going further into the distance. Now, Manchester City have UEFA to contend with, right? And that's the title that they want above all titles. Now, dude, and we all know what happens when it comes to the latter stages of the season, whereby like the managers in the press conferences, all you hear them talk about is like, oh, we're playing too much games, you know, playing too much games, getting injured, but you can't complain, you know, they're just whining, right? About all these games that they're playing and the congestion and fixtures and of the world, you know, that's all you hear from the press, you know. You could just literally mute it and just write the subtitle, the fixture congestion, players injured, match difficult, for the whole press conference, all of them, during the latter stages of the season. Now, to contend with that and still make it to the final, maybe win it, right? And then still be contending in the league. That's groundbreaking, man. That's breaking literal ground, you know? I mean, it's already an historic season for City as a whole because of the fucking alien striker, right? Sorry. You know, the number 9. Anyway, I don't know, man. So yeah, man. You know, 2023, getting ahead of it, man. I talk about United, man. Erik ten Hag, he was signed, making the team hard to beat. I mean, credit to the coaching staff, the entire coaching staff, you know? I mean, when was the last time Manchester United conceded a goal? Right? And this, dude, could you imagine how it feels when you're the other team, knowing that team hasn't conceded a goal in five games, and you're like, fuck, are we going to be able to score that? You know, are we going to be another statistic? Right? I mean, it's just demoralizing, right? I don't know. So, like, yeah, I mean, the winning thing is like, yo, we can hold this team to a draw, you know what I mean? We can hold this team to a draw. However, if they don't let you score, right? You're like, fuck, how are you going to even do anything, right? You know, It's an interesting side to like. I haven't watched their football yet. The football now that they're playing now. I haven't watched that football now. I hope you know. I haven't watched really much United football without Ronaldo, basically. Right? Maybe 30 minutes of 2 matches, right? That's it. So it would be interesting to see how they're playing at this moment, yeah. Right? Dude, to the amount of BS, right? Shouldn't BS at gmail.com. Yo, don't fuck. Oh, are we gonna cancel that email? Or that email is gonna be mine, right? Yeah, because that's gonna be weird, right? Or I'm gonna cut that out. I'm gonna have to cut that out or bleep it, right? Yeah. Anyway, what was I saying about United, man? Totally forgot. Skipped my mind. Oh, haven't watched the games enough. Without Ronaldo, hope they're playing like entertaining football at least, you know. But dude, if you're hot, dude, if you don't concede, that for me is already like dope, you know. So, because at one point United was playing fucking horrible football, right? Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Right? It's a new year, people. 2023. You know, getting ahead of it, man. You know, this has been the first episode of the Fixasport Comedy Podcast 2023. Alright? Jam-packed. Alright? Until next time, I'm your host, OTHABI, Tavi. And have a good one, guys.